Like King Midas touch, everything AI touches changes to gold. Like a train going in full steam, it's blitzing through everything and leaving behind a trail of marvels. And guess what? News engineering is already feeling its presence. Everything we once believed impossible is already unfolding right before our eyes. Still skeptical? Stick around to unveil with us some recent breakthroughs that, spoiler alert, would blow your minds. Before we begin, how about we get up to speed? As the name implies, AI news engineering is a relatively new field that utilizes artificial intelligence to generate, curate, and transmit news to people. All of these happen through machine learning, data analytics, natural language processing, and algorithms to automate the news production process. Sounds crazy, right? Let's be more practical. Have you ever wondered why your Twitter feeds are astronomically different from your friends? Let's play a game. Log into your YouTube or TikTok account and keep scrolling through the recommended videos. Afterward, do the same using a friend's device. Did you notice the stark difference? AI news engineering is specially crafted for every user. It learns from the user's reading habits, interactions, preferences, and more to seamlessly tailor news to meet the user's bias. It may sound spooky, but the more you engage with it, the better it gets at delivering news that truly matters to you. It all boils down to natural language processing, or NLP for short. With this, artificial intelligence can seamlessly understand human commands, prompts, and language by analyzing context, sentiment, and other factors related to how we communicate. Without this, AI news engineering would almost be a disaster. It wouldn't be able to understand user requests and respond to commands and prompts with relevant information obtained from insanely large datasets. It would be like finding a needle in a haystack. That being said, are you wondering why AI news engineering is such a total game changer? After all, the traditional system isn't exactly broken, or at least, not yet. The trailblazing power of artificial intelligence has revolutionized news, from content generation to delivery, by ushering mankind into a world where news and information are curated to fit personal interests and where fact-checking happens instantaneously. The icing on the cake is that it also addresses the crucial ethical considerations and concerns arising from such a leap in technology. With so many perks, where do we even start from? Mini, mo? How about the breakthrough changing how news is written? Of course, we are referring to AI-generated content. You see, AI algorithms have the amazing ability to study, critique, and analyze crazy amounts of data to find information that meets the user requirements, extract it, and then put it into coherent write-ups, all in real time. A few years ago, this would have been straight from a blockbuster sci-fi movie. Think about it. With AI, content that would have taken hours or even days to be generated can now be handled in seconds. All it takes is just one command prompt. As if that wasn't enough, artificial intelligence can also be used to comb through millions of articles on the web to get information and citations when it comes to the nitty-gritty of writing. If you're a writer or a journalist, you should know how big of a game changer that is. To make things better, AI doesn't stop at just generating content per user requests. It can be a lot more personal. If you are a sports fan, expect more related feeds when surfing the web. As we mentioned earlier, algorithms study your interests, past reading habits, and social media activity to generate feeds, articles, and even advertisements that are most likely to grab your attention. This level of personalization not only enhances user engagement but also keeps you coming back for more. Speaking of which, have you ever dreamed about a day the internet or any other news source would always give you what you'd find intriguing next? And by that, we mean your phone or personal computer recommending things that are only woven to your preferences? Well, AI recommendation systems are already making that dream a reality. By carefully studying your reading habits and preferences over time, these algorithms can recommend related articles and topics, creating a curated news experience fashioned just for you. Remember that time you sent memes to your best friend that you just knew they would love? Yeah, it's precisely just like that. And the good part is it can go both ways. If you see content that you find unappealing or just straight up meh, you can always click on that handy icon to show you're uninterested and would like to see less of it. And poof, just like that, contents of a similar nature would be muted from your feeds. Over the years, one of the greatest issues that plagued the news industry has been the rise of malicious fake news and pesky misinformation. However, like a knight in shiny armor, artificial intelligence is here to save the day, thanks to its incredibly potent fact-checking capabilities. High-end algorithms can rapidly scan claims against reliable sources to check their accuracy. If any deficiency arises, trust that it will be spotted in real time. Think of it like a roadside cop who monitors speed defaulters. With features like these put in place, the credibility of news is significantly higher. In line with this, have you ever been fooled by deepfake videos and other media? They can be so realistic that they can be used to deceive anyone and spread misinformation. However, right now, AI-based algorithms can detect and identify such content, which goes a long way to combat the spread of manipulated news and uphold the integrity of digital media. The world of journalism isn't left untouched. AI is changing the game there as well. Before now, journalists would have to spend hours or maybe days combining and sorting through vast amounts of data to get insights into polls and trends. Now, here is the intriguing part. With AI leading the charge in automated reporting, algorithms can rapidly process and scrutinize extensive datasets and generate narratives from them. It's like having the best data analyst in the world to assist the news crew for free. What could be better than that? Go ahead. We dare you to name it. Additionally, artificial intelligence can be used to listen to audiobooks and podcasts to summarize all of its crucial points. This is pretty helpful as it saves a lot of time that would have been spent listening to what usually seems like never-ending fluff. The more we journey through the landscape of AI news engineering, the more we discover how easily and more convenient it makes things seem. Let's take a step back and consider the fact it is one of the best ways to curate amazing feedback that could be used for future analysis. A lot of content creators are already taking advantage of artificial intelligence to provide insights into audience behavior to get feedback on what content resonated with them the most. With this, they can then go back to the drawing board and tweak their strategies to ensure they are always in line with the ever-changing needs of their target audience. By default, such an approach would keep the audience hooked and, consequently, maintain the creator's competitive edge in the high-octane world of digital journalism. On this note, it is also worth mentioning that AI can't only just take feedback but also it can predict them as well. With predictive analytics, artificial intelligence can forecast emerging topics and trends. This invaluable insight can be used to anticipate what stories will gain traction, allowing creators or newsrooms to stay ahead of the curve. Imagine knowing what the hottest news topics will be in the coming weeks and having the opportunity to provide in-depth coverage before the competition catches on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the power of AI. In a nutshell, these breakthroughs in AI news engineering aren't just changing the way we create and consume news, it's redefining the art. While we admit AI news engineering is far from the finished article, we cannot help but feel it is shaping a future where news is more data-driven, scrutinized, accurate, and personalized than ever before. The future is here, and it is powered by artificial intelligence. So, the next time you notice any of the things we discussed in today's video, we want you to remember it was far from a coincidence. AI news engineering is not science fiction, it's our reality. Of course, the possibilities are endless, and the journey is far from over. Right now, who knows what groundbreaking innovations and breakthroughs lie ahead in the world of AI news engineering? But one thing is for sure, its prospects are worth talking about.